Hello everyone, I'm Sugarcane and this is Season 2 of my Minecraft Bedrock Survival Let's Play series. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to episode 46 of my Minecraft Bedrock Survival Let's Play series in our world that we've been working on so hard together. This is a cozy little area. It was only ever meant to be just a little room for us to get into, to get to the stronghold. But then we decided we were going to make a stronghold base, and now it's a little insufficient. We need to expand this. I've been wanting to do this ever since we moved into the stronghold base, and today is the day we are going to expand this, make this another main hub. So I'm going to tear these walls out and we're going to get started. Alright, we're going to have to tear this netherrack back quite a bit in order to get the room that we need to work with. I'm thinking we're going to go out from where our floor is stopping at right now an additional 10 blocks. And we're going to kind of circulate it as best we can, which will give us more exits out of here, just like we have in our main hub from our starter base, and that'll give us more hallways to travel through for places we need to go. Now remember, we do need to get another portal set up for our resource desert still, so I'm going to be working on that also at some point, but that's not going to be today. Alright, just to give you guys an update, this is what I've come up with so far. And I think this is going to give us a sufficient amount of room. I really wish we could get the cracked stone in slab form. That would help give a lot of variation. But unfortunately, that's not a thing. And these are all bottom slabs so that it'll be non-spawnable. It's not a way to, keep out on resources, because I have tons of this stone and plenty of stone to make more. But I think this is definitely going to do it for us. I still have a lot more to clear out. Still have to get this all cleared out. A lot of work here. And, I mean, I have run into a little bit of lava. Nothing major, of course. Just, one block pockets. But it can definitely slow you down for a minute. I'm just going to keep on hustling this. And once I get a little bit more done, I'll let you guys see what's going on. Future me editing the video decided to go ahead and add in a time lapse here, and I have some quick questions for you guys. I mean, this is our world. As I've said many times, I'm behind the controller, but it is our world, and I try to help you guys feel as much of a part of it as I am, because it is something that we are doing together. And so I'm curious, what is your favorite build in our world so far? What would you like to see done in Operation Outer End? Also, what big project would you like to see us take on in the future? Just let me know in the comments below. And thank each and every one of you for your time you spend watching these videos. And I appreciate every one of you. And I hope that we can create some fun stuff going forward together. Alright, so this is what we have so far, and I really wanted to get this warped wood in here. I think it's really going to help bring some color into the portal room, or into the hub. It's going to help tie it into our stronghold base, and I still wanted to keep the stronghold base kind of feel in here, which is the only reason we have floors, ceiling, and walls that are the same. But I also wanted to kind of help make this pop a little better, if you will. And so that's why we're doing this. And as much as I love the texture of these blocks, I really think that the stripped way is what we need to do for this, with what I have planned. And I think we're going to go ahead, after I get this in, we're going to go ahead and take these other pillars out that I have. They're going to be in the way for what I have in my vision, because this is not cutting it. So we need to spice it up a little bit more. Alright, this is definitely a much better situation we got going here. So let's go ahead and we're going to add some staircases. Or steps. So we're going to need 8 steps. There we go. Let's get those down in our hotbar. And we're just going to pop those in here like this on each and every one of these. Now to give it that arch we want, we are going to need 8 slabs. Unfortunately, they come in groups of 6, so we're going to have 4 left over. But we also need, I believe, 4 trap doors to bring it in the center. And that's going to give us about as much of an arch as we can get in this particular area. And, I mean, I'm not saying that we are never going to do anything with this again after this, or that this is a final design. But for now, for a while, this is what we're going to have. And I think it's going to give the vibe that we're going for and really help bring our stronghold base and our nether hub together without just seeming like more of the same. And unfortunately, this portal doesn't fit center exactly right. So we need to extend it out one more block here. And we can go ahead and do that right now. We'll just pop that out. And we'll pop this out. And I don't have obsidian on me, but I can always bring a couple blocks with me later. Which means I probably need to put those half slabs back just so that we can get the obsidian where we need it. So we'll take the obsidian down, move it over one row, and then we'll get the portal relit. And I'll add in the other 2 pieces. We're going to need a couple stone steps to help finish filling out this floor area here. But yeah, I think it's gonna help make it look a lot better. At least being that one block was really gonna be an eyesore for me. I don't know how long I could have dealt with that. And now to light the portal. And you know, we could always go through, grab the obsidian, bring it right back. We have some right there in the stronghold base. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that just so that I don't forget and have that little offset side there. That'll drive me crazy also. So I'm going to take care of that real quick. And again, it doesn't mean it's going to stay like this forever. But for now, I think this is going to help us call this project complete. And that's what we need. We have some projects that are ongoing, several of them that are ongoing actually, so to have one complete is a pretty good feeling. Let me know, do you guys like having multiple projects going, or would you like me to stick with one until it's done? I try to break it up just so that it's not too much of the same for you guys. Let me know what you prefer in the comments below. And I went ahead and added our exits out to our nether tunnels that will be there eventually, so that I don't forget that either. So now we are officially complete with our stronghold base nether hub. So you guys have seen the enchantment area, you know where it's at. It's pretty much right up the stairs from our bedroom. There's our maps, but our bedroom's right down there. And then our enchantment area, and then we have this big empty room here that has nothing going on. We have a lot of empty rooms still in our stronghold base, and I really want to focus on getting this base complete, along with taking care of Operation Outer End. Getting our stronghold base taken care of and filled out is really going to help make a difference with what we have going on here. And I realized I forgot something, but I have a project that I want to do, and it's going to be a simple little farm I'm going to gather some materials for it, and we're going to make an automatic sugarcane farm, and we're going to put it right there in that big room. That's going to help fill some space, and the sugarcane's going to give us sugar that we need for some of the potions, as well as the paper that we need for rockets, so we can do some more flying around than what we have been doing. Our mob farm's doing great at the starter base. No more time than what we spend over there. Like, I always end up with a couple stacks of gunpowder, so we have a pretty sufficient supply right now. I think like 6 or 7 stacks, and that's without even AFKing over there or anything. So I think Sugarcane farm is long overdue for an automatic one, and it's going to be slow. It's not going to, it's not going to give us huge rates, but for something to start with, it is definitely going to serve its purpose. So I have 2 buckets of water, and the first thing we need to do is create an infinite water source right over here so we can get all the water we need. I do realize that it doesn't have to be water source blocks all the way across for the farm, to plant the sugarcane, but it is going to drive me crazy if it's not. So I really wanted to kind of condense down and not take up this whole room just for this thing. Like, I wanted us to still have a lot of space. So I thought barrels would be a good way to go for the, building blocks of it, and at the same time take care of the need we have for the extra storage around where it's going to go. So let's go ahead and get these barrels in, and then oops, got that misplaced. So we're going to take these, got a shift, and we're going to take these up, and then we're going to come over to this side and take this up. Shift. Alright. Now, you're not going to see this anyways, really, because of the dirt. So we're going to use, since I have so many of these blocks, we're going to use these right here. The steps are going to hold our water. And really, because of the redstone, I need to be out from the wall, the one block. But when you're waterlogging staircases, you can't really create an infinite water source in the middle of 2 streams. So that's why we have the infinite water source over here. And this just kind of helps condense it down, because with the waterlogged steps, it helps keep everything from having to come out yet another block further, because this will just be underneath the pistons and the observers that we're going to use to automate the farm. So I'm going to get this all filled in real quick. Now we need to run some blocks along the back here, because that's what our redstone is going to go on to power our pistons. And we're going to run our pistons right here, just like this. And now we got to get up there and place our observers and our redstone. Alright, I dug out this trench for our hopper minecart system. Unfortunately, this is going to change things a little bit. We're going to have to move. I can't go down another level, so we're going to have to move everything up one. Otherwise, the pistons where they are now will end up harvesting the sugarcane right off the dirt, and we don't want that. So we will have to move the pistons up a level. So I'm glad I didn't go to the trouble of getting the redstone and everything in already. So let's see. I think, okay, because we have an even number here. But we could always do 2 hoppers into the chest. Why not? Just to make sure that all the sugarcane gets picked up with no problem, and none of it goes to waste. Alright, so we're going to put our chest right here. And I made another hopper so that we could do 2 hoppers back here. There's no redstone of any sorts around the hoppers to lock them up. And we can get a hopper minecart on here, and it'll go back and forth forever. It's only 14 blocks wide. So yeah, it'll be good to go. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and make the chest a little more accessible. We can... Okay, I thought a silverfish was coming after me. We can lower the floor here one also. And that'll just allow us to be able to access the chest nice and easy. Our front wall here will keep the sugarcane in. And we don't have to put glass directly above the chest because the dirt's gonna keep everything from falling out anyways. So like I said, we're going to have to move everything up one because I couldn't go down another layer. So we have this right here. I'm going to go ahead and tear this out, and I think it's actually going to look a little bit better than it would have the way I plan on doing it now anyways. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our stone bricks up. We need to go up one higher than what we were. So we're going to have a block gap between the water and these bricks. And again, that's where our redstone dust is going to go. And we're just going to put our pistons right here like this. And we're just going to kind of use our tuff to go across behind the sugar cane here. There's a hole there. The sugar cane that is in the soil is going to pretty much block that view anyways, but maybe it'll help give the illusion that there's more floor back there instead of, you know, wall covered with water and all that. So let's go ahead and hop up here. We're going to take these lights and we're going to repurpose them to bring the light out to where we need it for our sugarcane to grow properly. We want to make sure it's lit up nice and bright. But we're just running our redstone wire back here, just like that. Now we can put our observers in. And this is going to be the tricky part because I don't have a whole lot of room right here. But I think if we get it right on that front corner, yep, it's going to face the exact way we need it to. So I'm going to put all these in. And you can see that one went backwards. Or sideways, and you can see that the redstone wire is connecting to the observer. So when the observer fires, it's going to shoot a signal into the block, and that's going to send the pistons off. And we can give it a little test to see it in action. The observer said, yeah, so when one sugarcane grows, it's going to harvest it all. So we don't have to worry about any sugarcane reaching max height and not getting harvested. And again, it's not going to be a super fast farm. We're only working with 14 sugarcane, but it is automatic, so it's going to grow and it's going to run while we're here in the base or underneath the base in the caves or the mine shaft or wherever we are. Now we just need to bring our building blocks, which happen to be our barrels, out to even with the dirt. Or we could go one past, actually, the dirt where we have our sugarcane planted, because we are going to put a glass front on this thing. We want to be able to see it in action. We want to be able to see the sugarcane growing. And the sugarcane is going to help add a little bit of color to the area as well. And a little bit more life to our what's been a kind of lifeless base. And it's going to give us more scenery on our way to our potion room also. Relocating our lights. This is kind of the tricky part, only having that little bitty point to get your cursor to get it in the right spot, but it should add more than enough light behind there where the redstone is anyway, so mobs shouldn't be able to spawn, but it's also going to provide more than enough light for our sugarcane to grow properly. Now we can put our glass in and it'll keep the sugarcane from spilling out. With the glass not going down to the chest, we also have a way to access our hopper minecart without having to tear a whole bunch of stuff out. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about our sugarcane farm? Again, it's not going to be super productive, but it's going to be efficient. It's going to run while we're at the base, so it's going to get us the paper we need for rockets, and it's going to definitely give us more than enough sugar for our potion brewing, and it'll definitely do what we need it to do now. For now, eventually in this world we'll have like a a gigantic version of a farm for everything. Unfortunately, for the time being, we do still need this torch here in the middle of the room. Otherwise, we do have a small spot that is complete darkness. But we have plenty of storage here for our excess sugarcane. And it hasn't produced anything yet, but we just built it. So the chest is empty. Next time we check this thing, we'll know that it's all come from this farm just running in the background while we're at the base doing stuff. Now around here we have kind of like some narrow spots, and I have some ideas for what I want to do back here, but that's not going to be today. That's going to be a little bit into the future. But let me show you what I'm talking about with this torch. I do believe it is just dark enough right there for mobs to spawn. I have an idea that may fix that, and it's going to help complete our sugarcane farm and really give it a good vibe. But let's get to that and see how that turns out. So, Bedrock Edition. If I put a trapdoor right here, even though it is at the top of the block, I cannot put candles on top of this trapdoor. It will not let me. So, it makes it a pain. However, candles can float in Bedrock Edition. I'm not sure about Java. So, if you have a crafting table on you, slap your crafting table down, crouch, place your candles, remove your crafting table, and then you can slide your trapdoors in, or if that's what you're using, with no problem, and then it looks exactly how you were going for to begin with. I don't have a flint and steel on me, so I'm going to use my flame arrow to light this candle. I'm pretty sure that'll work. I'm positive I've done that before. And we're going to come over here to this other side and do the same thing. So there we have it, our completed sugarcane farm. I'm really happy with how it looks in this room, and it does help bring a little bit of life to the build that had been looking so empty. I had grabbed some glycerin melons, and this is also another spot in our base where these slimes generate or spawn. Right here in our potion room, I thought it would be a good idea to take our watermelons. We have some awkward potions. We can turn the watermelons into glycerin melons and go ahead and brew some instant health 2 potions. Let me go get some gold. Alright, I've loaded our system. Then we can push our button. The bottles drop with the awkward potions. We've got the glycerin melon in there, and they'll brew and they'll come right down here where the bottles were to begin with. We have extra water bottles down in the bottom, and this is going to give us a potion of healing. However, if we want a potion of healing 2, then we can take out our glycerin melons. In fact, let's go ahead and do that before we drop them down. We'll just kind of do like a whole little thing here, and we'll just do it in sections like this. It'll be easier than rotating the bottles back through. But the glowstone dust will help make this a potion of healing 2, which gives you more health. That's why it's a 2nd level potion. Hit the button again. The potions drop down into our chest. The new awkward potions fall in place, and at some point, this is only semi-automatic right now, but at some point we will have a fully automatic brewing station. Basically, I'll throw water bottles in there, I'll select the type of potion I want, and it'll run the system until we run out of bottles or ingredients. That's the goal. So here's our stash over here. We have all this, half a chest of potion of strength, a little bit of potions of regeneration, 2 the potions of strength are 2nd level also. We have a lot of fire resistance potions, and we have splash potions of weakness for our zombie villager curing. We're going to need a lot more than that, I'm sure. This chest is empty. This chest has a potion of water breathing, and it's about to have some potions of healing too that, you know, Just enough to make a bottom layer right now. Unfortunately, I need more melons, and I'm going to take a trip to the gold farm, I believe. And I would say a complete row of potions is, health 2, potions of healing 2 is a pretty good start. Alright, back over at our starter base. We do encourage free villagers. All they have to do is acquire a green coat, and they can roam free. But our village breeder has been working. These guys have been taking up jobs because of all the barrels in the house. And apparently one's attached to my brewing stand in the starter base. But we're going to zombify and cure these guys and see what kind of books we can get for now. This is our new mending villager. Name suggestions in the comments below, please. I would say we got quite a bit done today. I'm going to probably do a few more villagers after I get done with this video. But so several name suggestions would be appreciated. We got a lot accomplished today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. We are so close to 50 subscribers. We can do it, and you can each help with that. And thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. And I'll see each and every one of you in the next video.